Yo, so check it out. Last night we had a scammer come in and try to get some free stuff. First off, she said that she had ordered some stuff that she didn't get, and she came into the store. Some funky stuff was going on, and my co-manager, she peeped it right off the bat. She got a lot of experience or whatever. I didn't know at all. I'm gullible or whatever in that moment, because of lack of experience or whatever the case may be. I wasn't even the person that really handled it. But a couple of observations. Scammers or people that want to do wrong, they definitely will pick out who they think they can try. And in this example, I think that I would qualify as one of those people that they think they could try. So after she tries to scam, she had a family too. Her family came in after the fact. They're sitting down there eating. I'm going and doing what I do, waiting, touching tables or whatever. And she goes, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, no. She's like, "Where have I seen you from? Are you a bouncer at a club or yada, yada, yada?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't think I remember you out there. Maybe I just have a familiar face." And then her husband was just like, "Yeah, you're just a likable person." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then she whispers at me. She goes, "Hey, give me a milkshake." And I'm like, "What?" Like, "Give me a milkshake." And she goes, "Dubai." Now, mind you, a Dubai shake is $10 a pop. I said, "Oh no." I try to laugh it off, be real nice or whatever. And she was just like, "Well, give me a cheeseburger. I'm trying to get something for my daughter." I'm like, "What the heck?" Honestly, in transparency, I was just like, I'll ask and see, what I can do with my manager. I never did. It was just my easy way of saying, no, without having to really come into confrontation and butt heads. I am not really good with things like that. And this lady was clearly trying to scam. My tact is, I don't know what it is, but it's 0 to 100. My tact is usually 0 to 100. Either I'm gonna be extremely really passive and nice to you, or I'm just gonna just extremely come at you and be like, "The heck are you doing? I can't give you no free stuff." And I've never been the latter. I've always been the smiley, it's okay, when it's not. But in this season of my life, I am being challenged not to do that. But I'm being also challenged not to pull a Will Smith and slap folks when you don't like what they have to say. I feel like Will Smith when he said, "I'm being challenged to love people." That's literally a real thing. I didn't feel like slapping the lady. That's not me. It's not even my character. But there have been areas in my personal life, in my close life, where I've been uncharacteristic to what my character is out on person, because I am a 0 to 100 person. It's just that most people don't get to see that side of me, because I like to be liked. Who doesn't like to be liked, first of all? And anything that I gotta say that's very abrasive, it tends to come out usually maybe on a video or through a writing form more than it would writing in your face, because I just don't know how it would work out for you. Honestly. So I put things in between myself and people so that I can Bruce Banner myself or Hulk myself, and kind of avoid from getting angry, because I just don't know what I would do in a certain situation. So I try to channel my anger or channel my passion in a healthy way. For me, that's like hospitality, being nice to people, being patient to people, whatever the case may be. Anyways, this is becoming longer than what it needs to be. Bottom line is, this lady tried to scam. I passively dismissed her. I never went back out there to the counter, because I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm just not, because I just don't know how. And that was that. But what I got from that is that people will try you. People will definitely try you when they see you as weak, when they take your kindness for weakness. I see, looking back on how she tried to lead with flattery. And then she tried to pull on, my strings, or see how far she could go by getting me to, get her what she wanted, after she had already tried to get what she wanted through, indirect means, and she continued and tried with other people. It just reminds me to be discerning, one, Two, to be bold. Like this world is just a cold, hard place. And there are people that will try to take advantage of you for their benefit. And, you know, you really can't be too nice. I continually get what it means when I was told coming up by a lot of people, my peers and everybody, you're too nice. You know, the world isn't ideal. And you gotta be not mean, but you gotta be stern and forward with some folks, and that doesn't take anything away from who you are. But you gotta check people when they try you, because if you don't, there's a number of things that's gonna happen. Either you're gonna like bow down and kiss butt, or you're gonna, you know, it's just there's a number of things that can happen. And yeah, I'm just really in a period of rapid growth and development, I feel and I perceive, as it pertains to what the Lord is doing in my life. And it's good. It's really good to be in situations to where I'm pushing myself, or I'm being pushed rather, and working with God to push myself so that I can be the kind of person that he already sees me as. I'm reminded of Gideon and how he calls this man a mighty man of valor. This man didn't see himself as that, but that's what God saw him as. And I'll leave you with this question. I know you may see how you see yourself, but how does God see you? I'm getting some food right now. We're going to the store. How does God see you? You know, how does God see you? And are y'all on the same page? You know, you gotta get rid of what you think about yourself, because a lot of times we can tend to sell ourselves short, or maybe sell ourselves too high. So it's very important that we yield to processes so that we can be the kind of people that God has always intended, fashioned, and designed. And life is a process, and you gotta know where you are. And you got to embrace the process. But I'll stop talking now. I hope you got something, as always. And maybe you got to know me a little bit better. Parts of me you'll probably never see, because I'm not going to be that guy. But I'm not that guy. You can't take my kindness for weakness. You can't take the things that I do as I'm just some wishy-washy fish kind of dude. I'm not. I'm the son of Leola and Emerson Tillman, and if you know anything about them two, you know they don't play. And I cut for that cloth. I'm cut from that cloth. Anyways, God bless you.